What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another live, man. I am freezing in my house. Okay, I mean I'm over here under my blanket because I'm cold, but I don't want to cut my air off because it be so hot during the day, and I'm just like, if I cut it off tonight, it's gonna be hot tomorrow. I know it don't make sense, but anyway, y'all, I hope y'all had a good day, man. It is the night before a government holiday. I'm off tomorrow. However, Mickey Truth is never off, okay? But definitely I'm looking forward to, just chilling back, chillaxing, catching up on some content. But as always, man, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend to pull up. And y'all already know what we got to start it off. What it do, Lamar? I mean, I'm over here shivering, okay? I am freezing. But yo, Hookah, what it do?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
Ooh, I'm over here shivering. All right, let's get to the business. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusions that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. You know what? I'm up, but I think I need like some music to like kind of like get me there. And y'all already know I'm on like this whole rep my hometown type situations. I'm gonna have to take it to the 803. And this song is a little old, but I think it's gonna do the business. Like I think it's gonna warm me up. It's gonna get me crunk. So shout out to DZ McDuffie. Let's hit it. Oh, I guess they don't want me to play that. Ain't that something? Let's try again. That's messed up. Why don't we play a song? That's the one I wanted to hear. But hold on. That's fine. We're gonna play something else. It wasn't feeling it. It didn't want me to do it. Dang, I want to hear that one. See, I'm trying to get in my zone, and they don't want me to play the song. Do I want to hear that? No, I don't want to hear that. Y'all got to hit me a song because, like, I am freezing. I'm shivering and shaking. Do, 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 do. Hmm. You know what? I know what I'll do instead. I'll go to another hometown person. I don't know why that did not want me to play, but it's cool. You know, it's cool. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm almost there. I had and look, it was queued up and all, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. Now where's his page at? You know what? I'll just go to my. Well, why is YouTube acting like they don't want me to play nobody tonight? Maybe that's something. Yeah, I'm coming. I just gotta hit me a song. But I wanted to hear like my crump song. But you know what? Mm, I don't want to listen to somebody. Uh, Dang it. Killing my vibe. I was ready to had the song. I paid for the doggone music thing to do all that. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. Eyes are coming. I just got to get my song going on. Okay, found it. Now, cue the music again. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to pull up. We're going to listen to this music and we're going to get into the content. Y'all already know we are getting into the paperwork for Tsu Surf. I think I said it right. Okay. AKA Ray John Cox. Okay. Battle rapper. That's about all I know right now of who he actually is. But nevertheless, we're going to get to it. Okay. I'm good. Free C Murder. Okay. All right. Shout out to Mr. Man. That was one of his old tracks. I always get crunk listen to him. Now, I'm still cold, but we're going to get to the program. Now, couple things. Tsu Surf. If I didn't say that right, then guess what? It's just not right. However, I had this paperwork for a minute. I think since April to be exact. But y'all already know so much has happened since April, okay? And I never got the chance to actually do his paperwork. So I decided to say, you know what? Let's take a pause from the current content and let's go back and see exactly, because I got a lot of paperwork in the vault. I ain't gonna lie. Too much. I can probably go by a good week just doing paperwork parties on the paperwork I already got. However, we're gonna just stick to this one for now. If we got time, we might get into something else. I am shivering. Y'all make sure y'all get the lights up. All right, so let's start from the beginning because if you like me, probably don't even know who Tsu Surf is. What I do know, just from looking him up, he's a battle rapper. And guess what? Possibly a pretty good one. Not really sure. Not into battle rap, but I heard he's pretty good. So this is a Fox 5 news article. I'm gonna start here and then y'all know we're gonna work our way there. Let me put the copyright up there real quick. All right. So it says Tsu Surf arrest. Understanding the federal RICO case so far. Oh, y'all know I like me a good Fed case. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. So let's see. This was published October 20th, 2022. I don't even remember. How did I even hear about this guy? I don't even remember. But let's see. 1 week ago, legendary battle rapper Tsu Surf, whose real name is Rajon Cox, was taken into federal custody in New Jersey. Members of the U.S. Marshal Service's New York, New Jersey Regional Fugitive Task Force tracked him down at a home in Jersey City and arrested him after a short standoff. Oh, so he like that guy. Okay. See, I love when they have documents, but guess what? I already bought it. I wish I would have saw this first, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. Let's see. I know it's some audio. Let's listen to this audio and then we're gonna go from there.
Hey everybody, I wanted to share with you some news that I just confirmed, and unfortunately it is not good news for Tsu Surf. I have learned from various sources that he was arrested today around 1:30 this afternoon by the U.S. Marshal Service, New York, New Jersey Regional Fugitive Task Force. Now, I'm going to read from my notes because I want to make sure that I give this to you absolutely correctly, and I literally just got off the last phone call that I had to make to try to confirm this for you. So they're saying that Tsu Surf was picked up in Jersey City. He was at a home there with a female. The sources say that the house was surrounded by law enforcement and that Tsu Surf with the female tried to go out the back door. But then when they went outside, they saw that there was a lot of law enforcement because you know what kind of presence are going to take on a case like this. So Tsu Surf and the woman went back into the house and they stayed in there for about an hour in what the law enforcement officials call a barricade. They say he was barricaded inside. It doesn't mean that he was nailing down doors or windows or anything like that. It just means he was inside the home and not willing to come out right away. So they called in these hostage negotiators. They're called crisis negotiators from the U.S. Marshals, New York, New Jersey Fugitive Task Force. They talked with him for a while, quite a while apparently, but then he peacefully surrendered. So they took him into custody, and it appears right now that he is wanted by the DEA on a federal RICO case. I'm going to try to get more information about that. And that right now he was taken to Essex County Jail, which is where he's being held. As some of you may know, that if you are facing a federal charge in New Jersey and Newark, the feds have a contract with the Essex County Jail and they keep their detainees there. So right now, Tsu Surf is under arrest. He is at the Essex County Jail. He's expected to go before a judge in federal court in Newark sometime tomorrow. I'm going to be confirming that for you as well. But again, just to confirm, he was a.
I'm just gonna say, like I said, I don't really know him or of him, but he got to be somebody. He got a whole segment on the local Fox News, Fox 5 News about him. And when I say she report, like you would have thought she was talking about the president. So he must be popping in battle rapping. Like I said, I like crime rappers. I don't think they really battle. So not familiar with the battle rap, but hey, hearing that would definitely make me like, well, who is this fella? Okay, is that it? I thought I had another audio. Let's see what this gonna say. Case analysis. What it's gonna say? Nothing. I just want to see what this is. Hey, Mike can save me some time. Hold on. It says it's supposed to be an analysis because this is a large. I'm not gonna say it's the largest RICO case, but it's a big case for sure. I spent about a good $100 on this. That's why I'm surprised I didn't
Evers,
do it
full-time
sooner.
investigative journalist for Fox 5 News in New York, and also host of Street Soldiers, which you see on Fox 5, which you see on YouTube, Fox Soul, and also here on Hot 97, iTunes, Spotify, all over the place. We have been getting so many questions about this Tsu Surf case that I wanted to bring in a top criminal defense attorney who has tried federal cases to bring.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought that was going to be something else. All right. So let's just get into it. Let me switch out my screen. So a lot of this I had already pulled. Like I said, I did it back in April. I'm going to show y'all the actual up-to-date case file of it. But I'm not going to rebuy the papers because I already did it. But feel free to go buy it, But pretty much they don't change. Once it's in there, if it's number 2 in 1995, it's gonna be number 2 in 2023. Just FYI. But let's get into it. Let me see, is this everybody? Yep, this is everybody. All right, let me share this tab. All right, so as y'all been hearing, it is a New Jersey federal case. Okay. Let me see. I want to say it's 11 defendants. Remember, I told y'all that every indictment with multiple people always have a master case file. So this is the one I'm on, so I can see everybody. Well, it's actually 10. I thought it was 11. Did somebody get added later? I don't know. All right, but so it's a pretty hefty case. First filing was on December 7th, 2020. Now, this is my thing. I'm going to show y'all because I bought it and according to this, the first thing that happened on this case, per the paperwork, right? What's up, is it ICU Libra? Oh, that's a neat name. ICU Libra. Mm-hmm. I bought it. I don't really think it means much or nothing, but hey, it's on the case. So let's see what it says. Hold on, let me exit out some of these tabs. Let's see here. Nope, that's not the one. Yeah, y'all already know one thing about Pacer. They definitely make you rebuy the same thing over and over. So hold on, I'm not gonna rebuy that thing though. Is it this one? All right, yeah, it's this one. All right. So according to this, let me make sure it caught up. This is the very first document that they have on file. As y'all can see, document 1, criminal complaint. So as I told y'all when we was going over the Boosie situation, is that a complaint is just that. It's just this is what they're stating is going on. These are the charges they want to press. However, it hasn't gotten a green light from the grand jury, so it's not an indictment. So this starts off with a complaint, and it's only one person on there at the time, which is Amir Edmonds. And it basically states, let's get to it, that it was a possession with intent to distribute fentanyl and cocaine on or about January 7th, 2020 in Essex County. So this is what, per the paperwork, popped it off. Okay. And again, it's only one person named on the indictment. Oh, well, not the indictment. See, I might use the wrong word. The complaint at the time. Okay. Now, let's get back to the case. All right. Y'all see what I see? Yep. All right. So all that has to do, everything you see under it has to do with that complaint in Amir Edmonds. It's not until the actual indictment falls. So about 4 months later, and you see number one, a sealed indictment. That's what you see right there on April 28th, 2021. And then I think it's a superseding indictment too. Where is that one? Here. All right. So September 22nd, 2022. As y'all can see, it's purple. That means I bought it already. But that's what's going on. Okay. So it started off as a what? A complaint with Amir Edmonds. It then went on down to become an indictment with only 3 people. And if y'all notice something, excuse me, the indictment didn't even include the Edmonds person. It was only these 3 people on that original indictment. However, about a year later, the superseding indictment came down, which included, guess what? 7 more people to make it a total of 10. Okay. What date was it? What date did I say one day? I passed it. It was 43. Yeah, right there. And they list the names. Now, I wonder, hold on, Amir Warden. I wonder if that's a Amir. No, it's 2 Amirs. Amir Warden. Okay. Glad I caught that because I was about to say, what the world? All right, so I'm only going to start with this indictment because it includes our focus, which is Tsu Surf and Rajon Cox. So that's the one I'm gonna go into. I'm not gonna get into the original indictment. Let me pull it up. But y'all see the date, right? September 22nd, 2022. Number 43. Y'all know I like to show y'all where y'all can look, what y'all can do. This is how you do paperwork so people can verify it or do it themselves because everybody got access to it. So as y'all can see at the top, it has the case number, it has the document number, which is 43, which we just saw in real time on Pacer, and it was filed on September 22nd, 2022. This document has 51 pages, and it lists all the defendants on it, okay? And normally how it goes is, so like, if it's 10 defendants, the first one with the number 1 is going to be the first one at the top of the indictment. And normally that's the head of the indictment. Normally, okay. It was one time, it wasn't like that, and I still don't even know why. It was like once, it doesn't matter, but majority of the time, that's how it goes. So when you look up the case number, it'll have the number, and then it may have like a 1 at the end, a 2 at the end. And a lot of people get confused thinking it's a whole different case, but no, it's not. It has the case number, then it has the actual number defendant it is. Okay. If that makes sense. All right. So I don't know. None of these people on here. Again, our focus point is Tsu Surf, and he's right here. And it is a racketeering case, meaning a RICO case. Keyword racketeering is not a RICO if that is not there. Okay. Even if it's a conspiracy, it has to say that to be a RICO. Fun fact. All right, so it is gang related, allegedly, right? If you can see, rolling 60s neighborhood Crips. So hold on, is that the same that Quando Rondo with? But it goes into details about the history of the gang and all that. I'm not gonna get into all that, but just like every other RICO that involves some type of gang ties, they always go into the history of the gang. Boom, it says it right there. History rules, all that. But we can skip past all that. What it do, Corey? Let me see what Corey said. Corey says Surf makes fire music too. He's a Rolling Six and got caught as spoiler. His OG ratted on him. Ooh, wow. That's bad work. His OG. Jeez. Is the OG on this case? Look at me. Is the OG on this case? Okay. So basically, this RICO case started in or about 2015 per the indictment. So everything is going to be from 2015 on up. Trying to see. Mm-hmm. It's just going more detail about that. Mm-hmm. Normally, what I do while I'm skimming through it, I'm really not spending a lot of time on it. It's because if it's like, for example, with the YSL case, right? I wanted to read each because each was tied into another focus point, right? I don't want to call them like targets or something, but like as far as for me, my focus be on the celebrity. So I hone in on just the particulars with the celebrity. If a non-celebrity is on the indictment and kind of intertwined with it, then I'll look at them. But if not, I really don't pay that part of the attention. So that's why I'm just going through, because a lot of, like I said, we won't know a lot of these people unless you just in that area. Now, I do want to point this out, okay? So on the indictment, as y'all can see here, if you look at E, right, it says on or about December 6, 2017, Franklin, using Instagram user ID Big Kahuna, communicated with another member and associate of the enterprise, co-conspirator 1, regarding illegal drug sales. Now, I was looking at it, I was like, okay, 1, like, who is co-conspirator 1? But I just want to point out here, it's not the one on the indictment. The head one, the number one, you know why? Because Franklin is number 1 in the indictment. So that's not referring to them, right? Then I'm like, well, who could be, right? So I just want you to pay attention that throughout this whole indictment, you will see names. Like, for example, if you look at G, on or about April 14, 2018, Cox, using Instagram user ID Tsu Surf, advised another individual to travel to the vicinity of South Orange Avenue at Smith Street in order to purchase 1 gram of what 3,4 MDMA, a Schedule 1 controlled substance. Now, you paid attention to that. We see the last name of Tsu Surf, right? We see the last name of defendant number 1 on the indictment. So, in my opinion, when we see things like co-conspirator 2 or co-conspirator 1, it's people that's not listed on this indictment. Okay. Why they're not listed is the question. I don't know. But it's some people that's in play that's not listed on this indictment. Okay. And no, I do not have the name. Unlike BMF case where they had the initials, this one did not. Trust me, I checked. But just want to point that out. So if you catch yourself reading it, don't look at the 1 or the 2 to compare it to the actual defendants on the indictment, because that's not who they're referring to. All right. All right. And we'll just keep on going. But yeah, like I said, all the last names of the defendants are listed. So if you see co-conspirator, and all that, that's people, for whatever reason, ain't on this indictment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep going. Another Tsu Surf one. So I'm gonna tell you this. Tsu Surf, and we're gonna get into it because they got pictures from his social media. Uh, just like a lot of these other cases, it's a lot of talking and posting and stuff on social media, and they are utilizing it. As you can see right here, if you look at number 2, on or about August 6, 2019, Cox used Instagram user ID Tsu Surf to discuss the firearms alleged overt at HH, which law enforcement had seized, admitting they got my 40, and it refers to as firearm 2, and my 9, they refer to as firearm 3. Together with several crying emoji adding, "It's like losing friends." So if you are not aware of what in the world I just said, right? Hold on. What I just said. Well, basically, they're stating this was posted on Tsu Surf Instagram account that basically he got his guns taken. He posted on Instagram about it, and they're using it. Guess what? In the indictment, because they're stating that these firearms are part of one of the acts of violence or acts of crime that they're referencing. Now, tell me why I say what I say all the time. Street stuff don't belong on the internet for this reason. It does come back to bite you in the tushy. If you don't know, you better read some of this paperwork because it'll tell you exactly what it is. All right, let's continue on. See, now we're up to co-conspirator 3. Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm. Dang. What victim? Victim number 9. So we're up to, oh, there go co-conspirator 4. It's interesting. Uh-oh. It's crazy because I'm just scrolling through and then all of a sudden I saw red. Like that's the thing that stood out to me. Let's read that one. On or about July 20th, 2020, Franklin used Instagram user ID SVG Houdini to comment on a social media post, writing, "If you rat, we gotta kill you, cuz family or not." Oh shoot. Well dang. Okay. Why was that written on social media? That's whoa. That's something. All right, so here go the social media posts. Tell y'all all the time. Almost every case got them. Um, what does it say? Today made 2 years. Blank can't walk. Time just be rolling by. Oh wow, wow. Then it says in quotation, "I no longer feel things." Laughing emoji, and then water eye emoji. Oh, that's cutthroat. Um. So I see that they got Tsu Surf on this one, and says Tsu Surf said stating, "I don't need ninjas to go in with me on nothing. I can handle that. I need help moving." And then it says Warden liking or showing his agreement with Tsu Surf's statement. Oh my gosh. Then they said somebody is negotiating illegal drug sales, writing slice 50, quarter 90, half 150, zip 250. Wow, on it. Wow. That's what goes on now? That's something. Another Instagram. Yeah, it's just a lot of Instagram posts. Like I'm not even about to read all of them, but yeah. I think, and yes, I have read a lot of them, but I don't think it's really nothing like mm, that's really gonna like break it down to like be interesting. Vietnam 17. All right, that's about it. We hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, because I think his stuff is on something else. All right, so let's continue on. We basically got that. All right. So this is where Tsu Surf is included on indictment. So we're just gonna start from 43 and go on up. And as y'all can see, it always shows the date the arrest warrant was issued and all that. Um, Nothing like really pops out like being an issue. Everybody got scheduled hearings. Most of everything is what's the word I'm looking for? Is available or public, right? Almost the whole indictment so far is public. Yeah, basically. All right. So what I want to point out is this. It is 10 defendants on this case. Out of the 10, only one has accepted a plea deal or a plea agreement. That one is Tsu Surf, aka Rajon Cox. And I'm not gonna tell no stories, but originally when I heard the name and I looked him up and I saw he was the only one that played it out, I actually thought it was gonna be something. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be something. I don't know if it is or not. We about to look. But originally I thought it was just gonna be like seal, restrict. I'm not even gonna tell y'all no lie. But a few people are going to trial. So if you look at the one, which one am I looking at? Yeah, on June 23rd, 2023, number 139. Let's pull that one. 139. All right. So this is a document for 139. And you see he got everybody listed again. Even no, he ain't on here. Oh yeah, because he already played out. Okay. So basically, you see that Tsu Surf is not on this no more. Because he already played out. Everybody else is still on there. All right. And it then goes to say it breaks it down here. So it says on April 28th, 2021, federal grand jury sitting indicted or charged the following people. And remember, I showed y'all that was a first indictment, right? Then it says on September 22nd, 2022, federal grand jury sitting District of New Jersey superseding indictment. And it added these additional charges. Okay, for the remaining defendant. Okay. Now again, Tsu Surf is not on it because he already played out. So these new only Terry Edmonds and Franklin got new charges. All right. So then it says this case became a complex case on October 27, 2022. I'm going to explain what that means in a minute because there's a document that goes with it. And basically, they're going to go to trial. That's basically what it's saying. It's just saying that they're. So what happens is when it's motions filed, they kind of like say, "Oh, we need more time to review like evidence." Kind of like the the O Block Rico. Everybody was wondering why is it being pushed out so long? Why they're not going to trial until October? Was because of that. What can happen? Everybody has a right to a speedy trial. However, if you need more time to prepare, look over evidence, you can file a motion to extend the time. And what's going to happen if it's granted is that say it takes an extra 10 months for you to review, that time the clock will stop, right? So it's not like no law violations. The time will stop for X amount of time, and then once that time is up, the clock will start back, and that means you have to get it done unless you file another motion. Okay, and all of this, I'm going to start like straying away from really breaking it down like that. Because guess what? If you don't know, little segue, I am offering my paperwork understanding one-on-one classes to the public in full. I was only doing it privately, but now everybody can get it. Okay. So make sure you tap in, register. I'm doing it weekly. I still do private one-on-one sessions if you want to talk directly about your personal situation. I can do it one-on-one. But for those who are just like, you can be a blogger, a YouTuber, whatever, and you just want to get understanding on how to not just pull paperwork, but actually be able to explain it, sign up for my class. We'll have an actual case that we will review and go over it, break it down. Boom. All right. Let's get back into what we was doing. All right, let me get, what's the next document? Hold on. So yes, I will say I did pull some other information up, like on the other co-defendants, but as of right now, I can just tell y'all it's not a lot to go off of, and it could be because they're going to trial. Let me share this. All right, so this is document 134. And this is the day, hold on. Can y'all see what I'm seeing? This is the day that Tsu Surf actually pled to the put in a plea to the superseding indictment. Okay. And this is the minute. So the transcripts are not available. However, it tells you the summary of what happened. Okay. And he will be sentenced, according to this, on September 12th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. And it says that defendant pled guilty to counts 1 and 3 of the superseding indictment. Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely V Dog. What's up? I don't know if you just got here, but yeah, the indictment definitely broke that down for sure, for sure. I didn't really get into the, the niche of it all the way because they get so detailed with the game politics in it. But yeah, it's definitely in there strong. All right, document 128, and this is Tsu Surf document. You can see the name right there. And this one says, this is a letter to the judge. It says that I represent defendant Ray John Cox in above reference matter. The court previously entered a complex case order, ECF 85, on October 27, 2022. At the time of the entry of the order, Mr. Cox had not yet retained his counsel. He was afforded CJA counsel at the time, even though it was clear to all that he was not indigent. Okay. Let me see what else it says. Made discovery disclosure as per the order on or about January 31st, 2023. The discovery is substantial, and indeed, an additional discovery disclosure was recently made due to some technical defects with the original disclosure not having included all of the various social media accounts in this case. What it do, conspiracy thug? Oh, long time. Okay. Let me see here. Defense pre-trial motions are to be filed today, March 15, 2023. Given the complexity of this case and the massive discovery, I respectfully request an additional 60 days to file pre-trial motions, if any, in this case. My ability to review and discover the file pre-trial motions today are also recently hampered by participating in a trial before the Honorable John Baker. All right. So basically what I just was explaining to y'all as like a motion can be filed if you need more time as far as to look over the case, look over the evidence. And that's what happened here. And this was on March 15, 2023. Now I'm glad I saw this one because I actually was wondering because I saw that he had basically a public defender at one point, and I was kind of like, but I'm glad it's that I pulled that one. I'm glad of that. All right, let's get into the plea agreement. Hold on, do I want to go to the plea agreement right now? Hold on. Let me see. Do I want to look at the evidence or the plea agreement first? Let me see. Hold on, let me pull them all up. I gotta do better with my titling, okay? Yeah, I'm not gonna do the plea agreement right this minute. I'm gonna go into something else first. Because the plea agreement is technically the last document that was filed. So let me go over the other ones first. Hold on. 2 more documents to download. That's the same. Well, one more. That's the same one. Mm-hmm. All right. Boom, boom. What you say? Do you see any number on the charges? Like, I mean, you about to see them in a minute. Hold it. I'm about to put them up on the screen. Hold on. You said any numbers on the charges. What you mean by that? Like, you talking about numbers in the paperwork or on the charges? I've never had nobody ask me that before, so that's what I'm wondering. And what do they mean? All right. Which that's the plea. So we're gonna go over the sentencing guidelines because I think that's important because a lot of people find themselves going back and forth about that. In regards to the I don't know what they be going back and forth about. The guidelines basically. Oh, okay. Kingpin charge and gun charge. I don't think he got the kingpin charge. But however, I'm about to show it. I don't think he got none of them. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say he only got the Rico. Oh no, he do got it. Hold on. These are the only 2 charges he got. This is what he pled guilty to. Those 2 charges. The RICO and possession of a firearm and ammunition by a convicted felon. Those are the 2. But I don't see the numbers you're saying. Where would that be located? Because like that gun charge you said should be a 924. I don't even see that. I see a 922. Is that where you're saying? Like this number right here? Right here? Oh yeah. Boom. Yep. 922 right there. So okay. You taught me something new. That the numbers right here is the actual, I guess, what charge. I wouldn't even thought about. Okay, didn't know that. Shout out to V Dog because I didn't know that part. Never thought to look there. All right, Where's that? All right, here we go. All right, so let's get into document 128. Nah, that's not it. We just did that one. Hold up. Is it this? This one. I think it's this one. Yeah. All right. Document 120 is where we're at. Now, this is going to get into the background and give us a little bit more detail. And this is in regards to his from the defense standpoint too. Okay, so just remember that this is from the defense. I'm not gonna read it verbatim. However, hold on, is this the defense? Yeah, never mind. This is the state that's submitting this. All right, so it says here, defended. I'm just gonna call it by Tsu Surf. Seeks pretrial release from federal custody because there is no condition or combination of conditions that can reasonably assure Cox or Tsu Surf appearance at trial and the safety of the community. The government joins pretrial services in recommending to this court that Tsu Surf remain detained. Then it goes into saying the background on not October, September 22nd, 2022, a federal grand jury sitting in the District of New Jersey returned a superseding indictment charging the defendant and 9 other members and associates of the Rolling 60 neighborhood Crips criminal enterprise with RICO conspiracy in violation. Then it gives the code, and then charging the defendant with possession of firearms and ammunition by a convicted felon. Then it gives the code. And then it also says at his initial appearance, Tsu Surf consented to detention, reserving the right to present a bail package to the court. Okay. Now it says the defendant now seeks pretrial release to the, what is that? Secaucus? Wherever city that is in New Jersey. Okay. With his mother and her wife. That's what it said. With his mother and her wife. Okay. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, because y'all heard the news clipping. Pretty sure this got denied because he already was at a standoff with the police. So now, remember I tell you I always read the footnote. So this footnote says pretrial initially recommended that Tsu Surf be detained. It is the government's understanding that pretrial is currently reviewing Tsu Surf's proposed bail package. Analysis. Under the Bail Reform Act, the court shall order the pretrial release of a defendant unless the judicial officer determines that such release is not reasonable to assure the appearance of the defendant or will endanger the safety of any other person or the community. Then it says here, a review of the factors set forth by the statute makes clear that Tsu Surf possesses a substantial danger to the community and a serious flight risk, and in this, not entitled to relief. So basically, they're saying, yo, if y'all let him out, ain't no telling what's gonna happen to the community. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen to, like, period. So that's basically what they paint them as. All right. Next. All right. Nature and circumstances of the offenses. Well, not all the time, V-Dog. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's the gang cases. Come I say, I done saw some they didn't put that part. But maybe it's the gang tied one. I'm not sure. I had to yarn, my bad. Let me see. I don't really want to get into like a lot of the gang stuff. All right. So it says here, if you look at the end, right? It says in furtherance of this conspiracy, Tsu Surf committed overt acts that include a shooting, unlawful possession of firearms, and the distribution of controlled substances. Count 1, overt acts F, G, H, H, W, W, and D, 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 D. Then it says, as one example, on about March 18, 2017, Tsu Surf, by then a felon, thus prohibited from possessing firearms, together with another member and associate of the enterprise, shot at a member and associate of a rival gang who shot at them. Tsu Surf eventually pled guilty to aggravated assault and on January 29th, 2018 was sentenced to 3 years probation. See pretrial service report at 7. Next, and just a little FYI for those who possibly thinking it, at this point now, a lot of the newer cases that is not made public. The pretrial report in older cases, they were public. Why they're not public no more, I don't know. I'm seeing more and more federal cases not having that public, so I don't really think it's like no shady stuff. I think it's just overall a change that they made. But hey, I could be wrong. But a lot of the newer cases, I am seeing that. All right. So next, it says the instant investigation revealed that those loaded firearms were Tsu Surf. Tsu Surf admitted the weapons belonged to him during a conversation um that took place via Instagram after he was released from custody. So remember, I tell you what you put on social media. Now I wanna go back up and they reference here, right? They reference here. I skipped some. I skipped the whole paragraph. So on July 24, 2019, Cox, aka Tsu Surf, together with another member and associate of the enterprise, were arrested again for unlawful possession of 2 loaded firearms. This arrest stemmed from the stop of a car driven by Tsu Surf's female associate, which is individual 1, who had committed multiple traffic infractions. Law enforcement lawfully recovered a loaded 9mm firearm and a loaded 40 caliber firearm, as described in count 3 of the superseding indictment, from the glove box of the car. All 3 people were arrested. The charges against Cox were eventually dismissed, and individual 1 took responsibility for the loaded weapons. Now, also it says, however, the instant investigation revealed that those loaded firearms were Tsu Surf's, and Tsu Surf admitted the weapons belonged to him during a conversation. And if you pay attention here on the footnote, in July 2021, this individual was fatally shot. So that will answer the question if you're wondering if these other individuals are on the indictment. All right, so here it says snippets of the conversation which were found during a lawful search of records relating to Tsu Surf's Instagram account are included below. Now, this is what was sent to Tsu Surf. And it says, wait, surf. Hold on, wait, surf, your whole ASS out. And then it shows that Tsu Surf wrote, my whole ASS is out. Then it says during this Instagram group chat, Tsu Surf taunted the skill of his lawyer explaining. And it said, the body of it says, I never told on a soul. My baby can drop dead right now. The man is a effing shark. Then it also said that he beat my attempted murder in 2017 and my strap charge from May. Then it says later in conversation, Tsu Surf said they got my 40 and my 9. That's a lot to write on Instagram. Now, I will say this, these particular ones are messages. However, if y'all don't know nothing else, y'all know with a warrant, they can get all that, okay? It's not just what you write on the actual post, it's all of that. All that can be traced back. Okay? All right. Let's see. It says the Instagram handles of individual with whom Tsu Surf communicated have been redacted in the public file document, but made available to the defense and the court. So, with that being said, Tsu Surf counsel definitely know who are the people that they're talking to in these messages. Then it says this is likely a reference to Tsu Surf aggravated assault as detailed on page 7 of the pretrial report. He was originally charged with attempted murder. Then it says this is likely reference to Tsu Surf May 6, 2019 arrest in New Jersey for possession of a handgun that was loaded in 4 hollow point bullets in a large capacity magazine, as detailed on pages 7 and 8 of pretrial, and the charges were later dismissed. So I kind of want to listen to one of his battle raps now, because it seemed like he probably was living everything he would be rapping about. All right. Uh. mm, I don't know why I'm starting to yawn. So okay, I'm gonna skip that because I really don't know what that redaction, what they're referring to. So it says that Tsu Surf was not merely bragging on social media about guns. Rather, during a conversation related to his recent release from custody, Tsu Surf admitted that the guns that had been confiscated pursuant to the arrest, a 40 and a 9mm, was his. So remember, it says earlier that a female took charge. Well, he got out the same day and said, "Yo, that was my stuff." Like that is crazy. Um. So Vidal said every charge is going to affect his sentencing guidelines, whether it was dismissed or not. Even tickets can change your sentencing. Oh yeah, and y'all, we learned that in the BMF case for sure. That is true. All right, let's see. All right. Mm. Now it does go on, right, to say that Tsu Surf now claims that he has come a long way from his criminal past and has made significant efforts to be a positive influence on his community. But the investigation has demonstrated that Tsu Surf remains closely affiliated with the enterprise and involved in criminal activity. For example, Tsu Surf was captured on video that appears to have been made in 2021, driving through East Orange, New Jersey, threatening a man on the street by displaying a firearm loaded with extended clip magazine and yelling in some and substance, "I'm going to KILLU when I catch you on C60 Crook." A still shot of this event is included below. Whoa. I don't know what type of cameras they got in New Jersey and New York, but what? Then y'all see the footnote? That Cox was swearing on the enterprise serves as clear evidence of his ongoing affiliation with the enterprise. Oh, well, dang. That is a crisp, clean photo. I'll tell you that much. B Dog, I can't make this up. Like, this is just becoming so all the time. Then it points out, indeed, Cox Tattoo made clear that Tsu Surf is fully dedicated to the enterprise. Ah, shoot. Look, see right there. Now, I'm going to say this. Yeah. And I'm just seeing this. Like I said, I had this paperwork since April. I'm just paying attention. Are y'all paying attention that it says following? So, this is something, okay? Are his either the police are literally following him, or I'm pretty sure it got police must have had a burner account because they're literally that's crazy. And you see why I always say don't be on the internet. Whew, that's something. All right, let's see what's next. And then they're referring to the captions again. What to do, King of Florida? Yeah, we ain't really been at it that long, but yeah, I haven't got to the plea yet. I'm going over the sentencing guidelines right now. All right. So next it says now they're using a lot of their. Hold on, y'all. All right, I don't know what's going on. Like I'm yarning back to back. All right, okay, where I'm at. So let's see here. So these are like photos with captions, and it says, "Once you change, you can't change back." Then it says, "Indeed, and parent associate responded till I'm cold NH." The investigation has revealed that NH is an abbreviation for neighborhood and a common way for members and associates of the neighborhood or the enterprise to greet each other. As further evidence of Tsu Surf continued involvement in dangerous criminal activity, In April 2021, Tsu Surf was captured in a Instagram group chat discussing the purchase of firearms and sending along photographs of these weapons. During the conversation, Tsu Surf sent the other participants the following two photographs. Yeah. This is something. This is something. Like these photos is crystal clear. Um, so it's because he's claiming one of the worst hoods in Cali. Who's Tsu Surf? Thought didn't it say New Jersey? Also, is he from Cali? But yeah, this is crystal clear. Um, hold on. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm seeing something. Hold up. Hold on. Before I say it, let me make sure. All right. So, shoot. I hope y'all can hear me. Hold on. Let me take my headphones off. All right, y'all. My bad. Somehow my phone went crazy. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Um, yeah, I don't know. That was weird just now. I was like, why my phone just froze? All right, so what I was doing before I made myself get kicked off, right? I was paying attention to something. And let me just read this one more time to make sure. Discuss the purchase of firearms. All right, so they're saying, right, that Tsu Surf was captured in the group, right, discussing the purchase of firearms and sending along photographs of these weapons, right? So they're saying that he sent these photographs. So doesn't that mean if he sent these pictures, right, with the pricing, that means this blue, whoever's writing this blue is who they're taking the screenshot from, right? Because I had to text myself just now. That's how I got kicked off my other phone. Because I wanted to see like where it showed up blue. So whoever actually the screenshot that this belongs to is the person that received the picture. This is not from Tsu Surf phone. Are y'all getting that part too? So I wonder if it's one of the co-defendants that got it. Because this one that came from his phone. All right, let's see what's next. Um, these appear to be screenshots of electronic messages with an individual involved in the sale of firearms, in particular the semi-automatic rifle. He then discussed the photograph with his co-defendant, Amir Warden, aka Killer, who used the Instagram handle. Yeah. So whoever that is, I wonder how they got his on him or her. I wonder how they got that. All right. Then it says here the ones highlighted in yellow, the ones that they're thinking are the most like important, right? And it says I need something with switch. I think the top one a switch killer. Both. Okay, yeah, we both know that. All right, so now this was going into what Vidal was saying, how all charges are going to go along with your sentencing. Hold on, y'all. So it broke down all of that, and it just starts up. He was on 33. He's a young person. Oh, what is this about? Yeah, so basically they ran their operation for the most part on Instagram or social media because that's all up and through here. Okay, Instagram that's handled that. It's like, what was that other case that was like that? I think it was the YSL case. Don't quote me. I think it was though. It even says so. Even break down out of town charges because this is Detroit, Michigan. So just remember that with Fed case, they're not just looking at what you did in the state that's filing it. They're looking at everything, your whole rap sheet. Oh, what is one about? Then it says here, purported manager Qua Bellamy posted to Instagram and spoke with at least one reporter about these charges. For example, on or about October 4th, 2022, Bellamy apparently told a reporter that Tsu Surf is definitely not on the run, but is preparing to deal with a federal law enforcement matter and making plans to take care of his family and his business associates. Apparently, also alleging that Tsu Surf does not know the severity of the situation yet, but is preparing for the worst and praying for the best. Bellamy recently posted the following to his Instagram story, which is a posting that is made to Instagram and is only available for a short period of time. He's too old to be acting catching a fed. Oh, that is true. He shouldn't be catching none of that. All right. And the caption said, "Hey, killer, we got you too. Chic. They can't snatch us all." And says this paragraph appears to depict Bellamy as well as Warden, who is known by the moniker Killer. By stating a killer, we got you too, she they can't snatch us all. Bellamy demonstrated that he and thus also Tsu Surf was well aware of the superseding indictment. Oh snap. So basically, wow. See, you gotta be careful what you put on here because now they're using that to tie in that Tsu Surf had previous knowledge of what was going on at that point, right? So the footnote says this interview was not televised, and the reporter apparently summarized what Bellamy stated. Then it says, "See update. Tsu Surf just spoke with his manager." Okay, so that's a Twitter post. What is that? So it said law enforcement found cops together with the person who is believed to reside in the residence individual too. Hmm. Now I got a question because I done seen individual two on another document. I wonder if each document has a different like I'm gonna get back to y'all. But anyway, um, I don't see nothing else. So that's the end of it for the most part. Like I said, social media, Instagram to be exact, is definitely was going to be considered one of the downfalls. All right, let's get into the plea agreement because for some reason, just out, like I was wide awake, out the blue, I am sleepy. So exactly, it's it's crazy how they all on his socials watch what you post. Okay, you better. They are with the ish. Let me pull up his plea agreement. I literally just had it up. Is this it? Yes. Okay. All right. Plea agreement. This is what everybody probably was waiting. Like, yo, Mickey, just get to it. Before I get into it, let's do a segue. Oh. All right, give me 1 second because I need to go give me something to drink. We're gonna listen to this, and then I'll be right back with the plea agreement.
All together for us and help us really understand what's going on and what has happened. It was 1 week ago today being October 20th, 2022, that Tsu Surf, his government name is Rajan Cox, was taken into custody by a U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force, the Regional New York, New Jersey Fugitive Task Force, and charged in a federal indictment in a RICO case. So Phil's going to break this down to us. I have a bunch of different questions for him too, and we'll see if we can understand what's really going on. So Phil, thank you so much for sharing your time and your expertise with us on this particular case.
Lisa, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So first of all, let's start at the beginning. The federal grand jury indicted him on September 22nd. That indictment was sealed for a couple of weeks. What does that actually mean? Is that typical?
Very typical. Typically what's happening, Lisa, is the government is still continuing ongoing investigations. When you're dealing with these multi-defendant indictments, just because you have a certain set of names on any particular indictment, there's usually and often a lot of names that are not yet on that indictment and that are still being investigated. So at times the government doesn't want to bring a lot of attention to the fact that maybe some criminal acts that one person was involved in could give rise to the second person saying, oh, if the first person's been arrested, it may be time for me to flee. So what the government will do in order to not have to deal with that is keep a lot of these indictments sealed such that when they're secret, people don't necessarily know that law enforcement may be looking for them.
Now, when I looked at the paperwork, it says that it is a superseding indictment. What is a superseding indictment? Is that different from a regular one? And what does that mean?
A superseding indictment typically is an indictment that just contains more information either than an original indictment, or at times there may be an information that initially the pleadings were moving forward with, or there may just be a complaint. And so when you have a superseding indictment, there is typically much more information substantiating the charges, and it can come at any point in the case prior to the commencement of trial.
So is it conceivable that they could be adding more charges to Tsu Surf or to any of the other defendants at any time as this investigation continues?
It's certainly conceivable because going back to our first point, there may be a situation where someone is arrested subsequent to this particular indictment that provides information and gives the government more cause and reason to believe that other crimes have been committed.
All right. So I'll let it play out for a little bit because that's some good insight. For those who may not know, like I said, with the Boosie case, I explained to y'all difference between a complaint and an indictment. I touched on it earlier. And then now they actually touched on the difference between just the indictment and the superseding. And to me, I thought it was like kind of like duh, right? But a lot of people don't know that. So I'm glad they broke that down. But let's get into the plea agreement. Cause like I told y'all, I got sleepy all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden, because I actually been running around all day. Where is the plea? But like I said, y'all, I wanted to make sure I did this because, like I said, I had this for a minute. It was so many things that, so many other cases that came up, it kind of got on the back burner. But here we go. March 23rd, 2023, plea agreement with Rajon Cox Jr. And it says, Mr. Whipple, this letter sets forth the plea agreement between your client, Rajon Cox, and the United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey. This offer will expire on April 7th, 2023. If it is not accepted in writing by that date, if Tsu does not accept this plea agreement, his sentencing exposure could increase beyond what is discussed in this plea agreement as a result of this office investigation. All right. Before I get into the next paragraph, does anybody think so? Let me know. Put a 1 if you think we're going to find some shady stuff, meaning any 5K ones, Rule 35s, or anything like that. Put a 2 if you think he's green. Green light meaning all clear. And put a 3 if you're just like, I don't know. Okay? Let me know what you think. So, here goes the okay, green. So, count 1, like I showed y'all already, was the RICO. Count 3 was the firearm charge, okay? And it says here, if Cox enter guilty plea and is sentenced on these charges and otherwise fully complies with this agreement, this office will not initiate any further criminal charges against Tsu Surf for conspiring to violate and influence and corrupt organization, the RICO Act. Okay, during the time period of in or around 2015 through on or about September 22nd, 2022, or unlawfully possessing firearms and ammunition on about July 24th, 2019. Does everybody understand what that just meant just now? If you don't understand what it means, what it is saying here is that for all the situations or the crimes committed in this time frame that has to do with this RICO case, if Tsu Surf pleads guilty, not going to come and charge him with anything additional per this case, right? So, for example, say somebody say, "Yo, Tsu Surf was with me, you know, on such date, and he had a gun on him," and they get evidence to prove it. Well, if that actual crime falls on this RICO case during between those dates, guess what? As long as he is complying with his plea agreement, they're not going to charge him with that charge. Okay, just to make sure everybody understand. So next it says, but if a guilty plea in this matter is not entered for any reason, or a guilty plea or judgment of conviction entered in accordance with this agreement does not remain in full force and effect, this also may reinstate any dismissed charges and initiate any other charges against Tsu Surf, even if the applicable statute of limitation period for these charges expire after Tsu Surf signs this agreement, and Tsu Surf agrees not to assert that any such charges are time barred. Do y'all get what that means? So basically, as long as you do what you say you're gonna do or comply with these rules of your plea agreement, we ain't gonna mess with you on them charges. However, if you don't do what you're supposed to do and hold up, you're in on the bargain of the plea agreement, then guess what? Not only are we gonna hit you back with it, we may hit you back with more charges, and what statute of limitations are out per this agreement. See? All right. This is where I need everybody to pay attention, because every time we do a paperwork party and get to talk about the sentencing, it's always like, "Rrr." But this is kind of like just laid out real good, to be honest. Out of y'all know it's a new format that they're using now, like letter form compared to how it was, where it was just like, section 1, section 2, blah 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 blah. All right. So the violation, Tsu Surf agreed to plead guilty, carrying a statutory maximum sentence of 20 years imprisonment and a statutory maximum fine equal So for count one, the maximum is 20 years. For count, yeah, 20 years. Count three. I was about to say, where's the other count? Count three, a maximum prison sentence of 10 years. Okay. So count one would have been 20 maximum. Count three that he charged with could have been 10 maximum. Okay. And it says the prison sentences on count one and three may run consecutively to each other if any prison sentence that Tsu Surf is serving or is ordered to serve. Okay. Then it says the sentence to be imposed upon Coxon within the sole discretion of the sentencing judge. Okay. Then it says subject to the provision of the Sentencing Reform Act and the sentencing judge's consideration of the United States sentencing guidelines. Those guidelines are advisory, not mandatory. And I think that's the part that a lot of people don't get. That the guidelines are there as a reference, but it's not what every case will follow. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to say it again. Every case has their own set of recommendations, right? Each case, but they kind of go with. Guess what? They use the guidelines as a reference. So, but on each case, it's going to be different. Vidal said, in the feds, you always hope for the low and the minimal, right? I mean, for sure. All right, let's continue. So, to say further, in addition to imposing any other penalty on Tsu Surf, the sentencing judge, as part of the sentencing, okay, that's the assessment fee, the forfeiture, okay, and has to do up to 3 years per count of supervised release. So, a total of 6 years because he has 2 counts. All right, forfeiture, for those who don't know, that's basically saying, yo, this property we're taking, money taken, like all that would be listed under that. All right. Hold on, let me see. So now this is right. So this office regarding sentencing. Except as otherwise provided in this agreement, this office may take any position with respect to the appropriate sentence imposed on Tsu Surf by the sentencing judge. This office may also correct any misstatements relating to the sentencing proceedings and provide the sentencing judge and the United States Probation Office all law and information relevant to sentencing, favorable or otherwise. And this office may inform the sentencing judge and the United States Probation Office of this agreement and the full nature and extent of Cox activities and relevant conduct with respect to this case. So basically, they say, yo, we'll lay it all out on the line from the judge and the probation office if you play with us, okay? Well, in a nutshell, that is what they're saying. Stipulations. Pay attention. All right. So this office and Tsu Surf will stipulate at sentencing to the statement set forth in the attached Schedule A, which is part of this plea agreement. Both parties understand that the sentencing judge and the State's probation office are not bound by those stipulations and may make independent factual findings and may reject any or all of the party stipulation, nor does these stipulation restricts the party's rights to respond to questions from the court and to correct misinformation that has been provided to the court. Oh, you had that choice. And then next it says, this agreement to stipulate on part of this office is based on the information and evidence that this office possessed at the time of this agreement. Okay. Thus, if this office obtains or receives additional evidence or information prior to sentencing that it believes materially conflicts with the Schedule A stipulations, that stipulation should no longer bind this office. A determination that a Schedule A stipulation is not bound shall not release the parties from any other portion of this agreement, including any other Schedule A stipulation. Oh, that was a lot. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, cold up here. I might have to cut my ear off. All right, so let's get to it. Okay. Did I miss it? Look for his. Let me start that. I think so. All right, here we go. So this is the Schedule A stipulations that they were referring to early on, well, a little while back. And it says this, count one, the RICO. The guideline carries a base offense level equal to the greater of 19 or the offense level applicable to the underlying racketeering activity. Whether it's more than one underlying offense, such each underlying offense is treated as if there was separate counts of conviction for the purposes of. I added more words to that. When I say I am, my eyes are heavy. My eyes are heavy. I don't know where it came from. All right. So he still is at a offense level of 19. Y'all see it right there? Still saying that. All right. Is this the first one? All right. So it says number 10, because Tsu Surf was an organizer, leader, manager, or supervisor as described in USSS 3 Bill 1, the base offense level for count one is increased by 2 levels. So you got an increase in there. Next, it says the count 3, which is firearms and ammunition. Ammunition. God dang it. Ammunition by a convicted felon. Okay. So he didn't get an increase there. Grouping of multiple counts. Okay. We got it. Group 1. This offense should be treated as prior offense under USSSG 4A1.2 and not as part of the instant offense. So according to Group 1, has an offense level 21. So he got a pretty high number right now. You see how everything affects your sentencing level? They play dirty. Yeah, that's why I would be telling people when I talk about sentencing. It's definitely different. It's just the guideline. Might just I don't know. My other phone went out. Does it sound real bad? Because I can't even get on my phone. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get on my other mic on my other phone, but if that doesn't work, I may have to pause this one and finish up tomorrow. Trying to log in now. All right, what it sound like now? Is that better? Yay, nay. Okay. All right, we almost there. So far he got a 2-point increase, which took him from 19 to 21. Now, okay, 21. Then it says group 2 counts as second unit as it is from 1 to 4 levels less serious than group 1. So it says accordingly the combined office is 23. Now it says, as of the date of this letter, Tsu Surf has clearly demonstrated a recognition and affirmative acceptance of responsibility, of personal responsibility for the offense charged. Therefore, a downward adjustment of 2 levels for acceptance of responsibility is appropriate if Cox accepts the responsibility continues through the date of sentencing. Now, do y'all know what that means? So I just want to utilize this time to explain something. So what that means, right? This is not, do not get it misconstrued with a downward departure. Okay, a downward adjustment is what it says. And it says 2 levels for acceptance of responsibility. One thing you have to do, well, you're supposed to do, when you're dealing with the feds, you have to accept responsibility for whatever you're charged with. Like, that's a given. That's how the plea even comes about. All right, what's next? So then it continues to say, as of the date of this letter, Tsu Surf has assisted authorities in the investigation or prosecution of his own misconduct by timely notifying authorities of his intention to enter a plea of guilty, thereby permitting the office to avoid preparing for trial and permitting this office and the court to allocate their resources effectively. At sentencing, this office will move for a further 1-point reduction in Tsu Surf offense level pursuant to USSG 3E1 if the following conditions are met. A. Cox enter a plea pursuant to this agreement. B. This office is in its discretion determines that Tsu Surf's acceptance of responsibility has continued through the date of sentencing, and that Tsu Surf therefore qualified for a 2-point reduction of acceptance of responsibility, and offense level under the guidelines prior to the operation is 16 or greater. That was a lot to take in. Okay, just in that paragraph, that was a lot. Now, I know we done heard a lot of things, but I hope everybody is like up to date on what we're talking about at this point. Cause y'all, when I say my eyes are heavy, my eyes are heavy. Okay. Now, if we go down, so now it says accordingly, the parties agree that the total guidelines offense level applicable to Tsu Surf is 20. So he went from 23 down to 20 with the deductions. All right, now here we go. The parties agree not to advocate for any upward or downward adjustment or departure from the guidelines range resulting from A, the total offense level, and B, the criminal history category that the sentencing judge applies under Chapter 4 of the guidelines without departures or variance. But each party may seek a variance from that guideline range, which the other party may oppose. I'm extremely sleepy, okay? My eyes are heavy. Like, I was like up, and then all of a sudden it was just like boom. Like when I say I'm over here with my eyes closed almost, okay? And I'm like, I'm almost done with it. I need to finish it. So I don't have to do another video about it. So oh yeah, I'm down to the last page, okay? Because like when I say B dog, my eyes are heavy, okay? Now, where was I? Okay, so I'm at 24. If the term of imprisonment does not exceed 63 months and except as specified in the next paragraph below. Tsu Surf will not challenge or seek to reduce by any means any component of the sentence imposed by the sentencing judge for any reason other than effective assistance of counsel. Okay. Uh, so based off that, I mean, what y'all think? Did y'all see anything? Like I said, for those who may maybe like, oh my god, she got time points taken off and this and that. So certain keywords are used or certain different things are used if corroboration is there, right? And I'll have to do that another time to share how you can, tell the difference. Key ones is of course the 5K ones and the Rule 35. None of that is listed, okay? And some may think, oh, it said a downward adjustment. Downward adjustment is one thing and is part of the acceptance of responsibility compared to a downward departure, which is definitely related to, guess what? What y'all think? Corroboration. Okay. So I can't remember who I was having a conversation with that kept saying, well, the downward, that's a downward departure. And I'm like, no, 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 no. It said it's a downward adjustment. It's not the same thing. Okay. So I would definitely say at this point, although like I said, it was kind of weird that he was the only one that played out. Everybody else is like, what's the word? Everybody else is going to trial. So now the plea agreement is clean. What I want y'all to take in mind, not saying that's what it is, but please keep in mind that if there was any outside agreement, like a proffer or something, that would not reflect the plea agreement. That would not reflect. However, it would be uncovered one way or the other. But as of right now, I'm gonna say definitely Tsu Surf doesn't have any spundo. Okay. What to do, Iceberg? Have no spun on them right now as far as the plea agreement, okay? So that's my ruling. Tsu Surf is good to go. I'm definitely gonna listen to one of his battles probably more. Oh, I might listen to it to go to sleep tonight. But y'all, I'm about to get ready. Okay. Um, it's a freebie when you plead guilty. It don't really help. Okay. Y'all, I might get about out of here because when I say my eyes are heavy, my eyes are heavy. I did want to play something for y'all though, real quick. I thought it was hilarious. Hold on, let me see. Shout out to the whole 100 ENT, okay? But yeah, they did this in I think it was Dreas's room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya. Shout out to Dreas and Jules. Y'all already know they are two of my mods over here. They be holding things down, but they recorded this the other day. I want to play it for y'all.
Hey, it's Mickey. Mickey, she got them facts. She know that shit. She gon' put your paperwork and confirm if it's legit. It's Mickey. It's Mickey.
UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
Ready?
You ugly.
Ready? This paperwork say you took that 501k. You ready? Hey, you ready?
Shout out to them. Naughty was in there too. Shout out to Naughty the nerd. And I just thought about what she said. She's talking about the 501k. Okay. That made me laugh. So listen, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I stood on what I told y'all. I said I was gonna come through and drop this. I appreciate everybody that been rocking out with me. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe or follow. I'm not really sure what it's called, but on iHeart, Apple, Amazon, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, go subscribe to Mickey Truth, Voice of Truth. Okay. Make sure you follow me on all social media, Mickey Truth, 2022. Make sure you tap in with me on Clubhouse if you frequent the app. Make sure if you know anyone that's interested or need assistance with understanding paperwork, I am providing my classes to everybody now, or my sessions to everybody now. So make sure you sign up. The email is in the flyer, pwclass@mickeystruth.com. My merch is on the way. Okay, I will start ramping up that pretty soon. My website is also on the way too. Hence why it's taking a little longer to get my merch link up. So definitely everything is on the way. Okay. Again, let me make sure that's all I got. Oh, y'all like my new logo. Shout out, oh Lord, I might say the wrong name. TF Royal out of Charleston, South Carolina, finished my logo for me. Queen of paperwork. Um, my other logo is still going to be in use. It's just this one is going to be mainly when I do paperwork parties. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out to him though. I think he finished in like 2 days at the most. Turnaround time was great. But yeah, man, like I said, oh, one more thing too. I'll have a flyer up, but I have changed the way that you can contact me for bookings. Y'all know I got offered a booking like a couple months ago. Really didn't think nothing of it. But I went, and since then I've been getting a couple of requests to do speaking and judging. So I decided to just go ahead and open up to do bookings. So bookings, it used to be my other email, but now it is Mickey Truth. No. See, I'm about to say the other one. It's booking@mickeystruth.com. Okay. So basically everything is going to be at mickeystruth.com. So if you want to book Mickey Truth to do speaking, hosting, judging, whatever, it's booking@mickeystruth.com. If you would like to get a seat in one of my classes, that is pwclass@mickeystruth.com. mickeystruth.com is on the way, okay? Just put it like that. We'll be in one site pretty soon, on the way. Shout out to everybody. I'm going to stop going on and on. I just want to do my little commercial. Hey, I'll holler at y'all. Y'all remember tomorrow I will not be going live. However, I will be back probably Thursday going live. And if something breaking happens, y'all know I'm pop up, okay? But definitely catch me in the morning on 100 NT Morning Show with Whack 100 on Clubhouse app. You can listen to it on YouTube. I think Clubhouse TV channel streams it. Um, hey, you can even listen to us on iHeartMedia, Apple Podcasts, because I'm on that too. All that good stuff. Just catch Mickey Truth everywhere, man. I'm tired. Y'all forgive me. I'll see y'all next time. I'm not even gonna play no music. I'm just gonna say good night and holla.